Eos fans, me Megashark, and today I'm playing Shapeshifting Detective. And pretty please subscribe to me. I really need up to 1,000 subscribers, please. So let's get started. What is that behind there?
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
It's always horrible when someone gets killed.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Excuse me? Hello? Who are you?
Exactly. Rewind.
The Shapeshifting Detective.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
It is.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Huh?
You know why you're here, don't you?
Is it about the murder?
Then humor me. The dead girl. And this. What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught. Do you think you can do that this time?
Yeah.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else.
Okay.
This person. This is who you are now.
Alright.
Understood?
Understood. Yeah.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Okay.
Deprecated.
Understood. Yes, understood.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless.
I don't.
Now, how long are you staying for?
as long as it takes?
Yes. The chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in. It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment. It's deathly quiet.
Okay.
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you? Chief Dupont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing. You don't believe?
I believe.
That sounded serious. You must have a serious job to do. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Maybe later I'll come find you.
That sounds super. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
Okay, I'll do
Get
that.
caught up in it was raging in me, but here I was, unfastening my seatbelt and
So this is my room, I guess. Looks good.
my legs felt like jello as I approached. One hand on the side of my car for support, the other outstretched in front of me, as if ready to catch myself when I inevitably passed out. I took a deep breath and lowered myself to the ground. Miss? My voice cracked and I clicked.
Good, you got my message. Chief
Yeah.
Inspector Dupont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs? Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam, that's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw, 21, accomplished cellist, redhead. Strangled.
Yeah.
I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers. Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up.
Crazy.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. And that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Why isn't she not
Because
in jail?
things. I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in.
Okay.
The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But
Okay.
you help me out, I'll help you.
Alright.
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork.
Problem?
Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. In her bedroom.
In her bedroom.
She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at.
Okay.
There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me.
What
Dorota
is
had
it?
a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Okay.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard.
We didn't know
It was in the
more
local
about
paper.
the victim.
I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
When was she
Don't
killed?
read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner. We got a call from the
Okay.
mother just after 10 p.m.
What
Not
do
much.
we know?
Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Yes.
Feet and headed towards the door, ready to show the officers my
Is
car
it-
and prove that it wasn't real, just a vivid dream. But my stomach dropped
So.
as I opened the door.
Vision?
It had only been moments since I'd made the call.
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already.
Did you know?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though. Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent.
Okay.
Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
So. She was nice.
Yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want
Okay.
to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Where do I find her boyfriend?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos. It's not the first time I've harboured killers, Sam. I'm sure it won't be the last.
What was she
It's
doing?
the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Okay.
I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
Weren't far off, I'll be honest, Poe, but there are different elements here that I'd like to discuss. So, firstly, the idea of a circus. Now, when you go to the circus, it's massive and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what it actually relates to is being out of control.
Sam, is it?
Yes.
I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
No. I have some questions.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
How well did you
I
know
didn't.
her?
We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
Okay.
We saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
How did you?
We saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Can you ask who?
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Where were you at?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me. She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her.
Okay.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
Alright.
City shop. Now, what could the object have just...
You must be a new guest. Or
Hello.
you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
What do you
I
know?
didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician.
Do you have any?
No, not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there. Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder. We did a reading, a group reading, actually, with a special tarot deck. You get it piecemeal, not
Yeah,
everything
what
in
did
one
it?
reading. The last one we did showed a young woman being murdered. Young, talented, probably red-headed. Mercury? It's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the
Yeah.
question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck.
Can I?
I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying.
Okay.
It didn't work.
What didn't?
My prayer that the girl would be safe.
Put it more closely, I would say a mirror, a handheld mirror.
You're right.
Of her,
Well done.
and then I'll go back.
Hi, Sam, is it?
Yes.
Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Did you?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
How did you know she was going to?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most
Yeah.
dangerous tarot card is?
Dangerous. Could be death, or it could be the devil.
Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
So what?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want no matter the cost.
You draw the 5 of...
Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota,
Okay.
and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know. Swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Okay. Do you think she killed...
No.
Why
The
did
cards
she...
told us to. Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery-pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
You do whatever the cards tell you?
No. Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
A job?
I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
I know you're lying.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails. No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
It was too
That's
hard.
suspicious.
The gnawing emptiness of the house
I'm
was
going
bad
back
enough.
to visit. Can I see the
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them.
But could be clues.
Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now. Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
The chair's upholstery pierced Penn's eyes. She didn't have to try. As she was told, like the good girl she always was. Look at the baby, the parrot.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you? She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
It's 6 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
Lexi
at the Tulip Festival.
Bronwyn,
Indeed.
the
I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Next chapter.
Really?
Yeah, nobody takes that amount of care.
Who are you?
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a whole day. It's typical of them. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Yeah.
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up.
Okay.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Alright. How long
Not
was
long,
she
a couple of
dating?
months maybe. We did care for each other.
Do you know?
No one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. Well, not 4. She had a few kinks, nothing weird.
Alright. Kinks?
Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you.
What was in the closet?
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Something's...
The sun goes down, and I feel my skin shedding in the darkness.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright? Yep, that's what you told me too. Not a suspect.
Who's...
Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them.
Yeah.
Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Now it's a woman lying in a lake with her eyes closed and her black hair streaming beneath the surface. She must be dead. No one...
She flaunts herself. Her body.
Okay.
Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zach Weston. He took them.
Okay.
Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking.
Are you...
At Weston's photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Alright.
Because actually it's dealing with something that's quite emotional, because the imagery of the lake actually, it relates to your emotional state of mind. And now the black hair in this dream actually also relates.
She gets easily confused. Youth of today.
Okay.
Fine. Jeeve Tupon was breathing down our necks, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotism. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about.
Alright.
I didn't know where she came from. I was driving along.
Hi, Sam. Back for more already? I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble?
No.
Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was, though. Cross my heart and hope to die. No, I think Bronwyn met him, though. This morning, he only wanted to see her. I guess he didn't want anyone else to hear what he had to say.
My only company, as I simply sat there.
Thank you, Lexi.
Everything in my...
I'll talk to her.
Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. He confided in me quite a bit, actually.
Yeah? What?
He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said. Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
A body. There was definitely a body.
Okay.
Sam, what can I do for you?
Hey, mate.
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Really?
It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
Okay.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest.
Tell me more.
Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name.
Okay.
It spelled out Dorota.
How does it work?
This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Okay, a time...
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Okay.
We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. Birmingham. Okay. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travellers is...
What is it? You can tell him.
Let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm going to call for help. Just
I need
please.
to talk to Lexi. Tell me about shall we...
Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device. Want to know how it works?
Yes, please.
Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that.
Yeah. Go on.
We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Yes, I am. Go on,
Oh,
your
you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet.
Okay.
That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead.
Wow.
I know, mind-blowing.
Me about the Traveller.
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did you now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel?
Feels good.
Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Oh my gosh. She's a sweet woman. I don't want to upset her. Sheesh. I just want to know what's going on about the death. I don't want to upset her though.
God, I'm such a bad judge of character. Just ignore me.
Sorry.
It was just a nightmare. I was still on the floor.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work.
Okay.
Through energy.
Energy?
Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A to B and lights up a bulb.
Yeah. Okay.
I watched them walk up the driveway
I let the
and
chief
see
know
their mouths
all
moving.
about this.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom.
Wow.
Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
They're flirting with each other. Next.
Her mottled face inches from his. Her demanding purr drilling.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online.
You're friends with...
Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well.
How well?
Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
You're a creep. So you're sleeping.
I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Yes. What do you want?
I'm working with...
I already told the police she did all those things of her own accord. I didn't force her to do anything. Oh! The road to shore. Sorry. I'm afraid I didn't know her that well.
Yeah. You...
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot.
Okay. Did she come to the studio?
No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat.
Alright, so you know her... where
If you
she
asked me
lives?
to drive there without my sat-nav, no.
Was that the only time you met?
No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Okay.
As you can see. This photo
Pretty.
here. Her on the cello.
Yeah, with her cello.
Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
Picture of...
Nothing else?
I don't see anything else. Like what?
Just a dead girl who looks alive. That's the power of photography. It preserves us forever like butterflies under a glass.
Did you take any
What do you
other
mean?
pictures? Violet told you?
Violet needs to mind her own business. I didn't want to mention them out of respect for the dead. You've heard of boudoir photography. It's all very tasteful.
What's that?
Boudoir photographs are all about leading the eye and letting the imagination do the work. Most photographers mess it up. It's not supposed to resemble a Victorian whorehouse.
What does it mean?
She didn't say. Her boyfriend, I assume. Would you, like to see them?
If they naked pictures, I hope they're not naked pictures. I'm doing recording. Oh my gosh. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. I don't think Dorota wanted everyone to see her like this. Although you'd be forgiven for thinking she did.
What does that
Dorota
mean?
was a huge flirt. And you had to pitch a tent in my trousers anyway. Woof!
I didn't want to hear that.
Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Working. Can anyone confirm that?
Only the roof rats.
Ordered this?
Help?
He asked. His voice sounded shakier than usual. Didn't I mention it? She started pulling at the fur. She hadn't mentioned it. Ivan would have remembered.
Visit by it.
Do we really have to?
Yes. In a relation.
Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it.
Trouble in
Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me. Bring me tea in bed.
Okay. Shit! Sorry. That scared the out of me.
It must be bronze.
Correct.
I see, but it's small as well, and it has 3 circles attached.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a John somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Well, in ancient times, why might people wear this?
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
Bronze
Sorry,
Age
Alex.
amulet with 3
I
circles.
Scare
It was
you.
excavated.
Don't know.
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, he did mention Dorota.
Yes.
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
It was Dorota Shaw.
You're right, Alex. I didn't mean to. So.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Its thing?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact.
Okay.
The Traveller wanted 3.
Why did the Traveller want 3
You should ask
victims?
Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Okay. Tell me about the
I
Travelers.
guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
They come from the other world.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
Travelers can inhabit
Yes,
us.
disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect.
Alright.
They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that.
Okay.
They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them.
So, do you think the murderer is a
Yes,
traveller?
probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
One of those. You've never used a mangle.
A mangle?
Yeah.
For clothing?
Yeah. Its
sorry,
only job
Alex.
is literally to flatten bed sheets.
Sorry, baby.
That's what it is.
Sorry, my cat.
Yeah, nobody takes that. It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cap.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Alright,
Sam, I've got news.
What's the news?
We've done a reading.
Five
Five swords.
swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
Okay. It is the knight.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
Oh boy.
I know. I get asked a lot.
Okay, just tell me.
Bet it's a 10 of swords.
10 of swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Alice. Okay.
You're listening to Radio August.
Oh, Bill.
You must be Sam.
Hi.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
First Dorota, now me.
Did you know?
Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks.
How did you meet?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello.
Okay.
You know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
What happened after the show?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Okay.
Oscar. Yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else.
Something else?
I said some guys like to watch. So...
What?
Tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked. The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be.
Oscar was playing...
That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
I guess so.
It was her mom's. She was saving in case she ever got married. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh,
okay.
Sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. He's on air at the moment, but he'll be finished at 8:30.
Alright.
On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well.
Did you know him?
He's done a few shoots of me and Poe.
Okay.
To promote the show. He's fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him. You know, without any clothes on. I always say no.
It's not good.
This is just between us, right?
Yes.
We
Yes.
fooled around. I don't have
Okay.
many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times. No.
No.
Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My
What
life
was
was
that
playing on a
about?
TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
It means you hit a deep sleep. It means you're excited about something.
REM sleep. So, you don't think dreams mean anything? Everyone has meaningful dreams, Sam. Everyone.
Oh.
That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here. Sam? You forgot your phone.
Okay.
Virus wasn't quite spreading yet. That death alone couldn't start the contagion. It needed an audience. And they... Her
What
face
should I
on
do?
posters
Do I
told...
visit the chief?
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Gave them a bigger home, a louder voice, and let them spread. A boy this time. Good. They were more successful.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though.
What was the confession between us and...
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Yeah,
Although
it
we
is.
can be sure of one thing.
They both know, they both... Red?
Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know?
What is a...
A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs.
Okay.
Not fair, is it?
No.
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel.
Alright.
Was it a gold coin?
Yes.
I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
Alright.
Yes, of course. Anything.
Try to find out more from...
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Do you know?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Yes, please.
The Chariot.
Okay.
Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it?
No, it's alright.
I huddled down and wait for the sunrise, hoping to become a butterfly.
Does Lexi...
So what's the news about Ellis?
Ow, my
I feel so useless
tongue.
sitting here.
Just
I want to
feel it.
help.
Ow. Do you...
Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Ugh. Find out what you can.
You got it. Me and the spirit world are going to have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Thank you. Ow, the
To
tongue.
old ways.
Ugh.
You know what? You are so close, Poe.
Okay, I'll visit him. Hey, mate. Do you know...
I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town.
Tell me more about...
In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
Okay. What?
The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon.
Okay.
We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
I'm not sure, actually. He's maybe a Buddhist?
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello.
Hi.
This is my goddaughter, Sophia.
Hey, Sophia.
She's over 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
That is
What's your
freaky.
name?
Sam?
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Yes?
Violet was taken by aliens in a ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Do you know...
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio.
Have you ever met her?
Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
But I'm not sure.
What animal do you think it might be?
It's perhaps.
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read.
Yeah, it does.
Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
It was Martha's.
Poe's curiosity.
I'll go back with nothing.
You're listening to Radio August.
Anyone else?
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Do you have...
I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
You're perfect.
The dais, if you can call it that, is a mossy slab besides It picks out highlights in the water as it travels past jutting rocks and reeds. It's a calming juxtaposition to the lifeless vessel in front of him. Cough. Lung adds his own blood sample to the victim's. He drops a barely touched cigarette to the floor and squishes it with his boot.
Okay.
He reaches into his jacket for something.
She has a wicked imagination for her age.
Alright.
Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam.
Have you told anyone else?
I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
Okay.
I don't really want to.
Tell me.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping.
Alright.
A cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell.
Alright, yeah.
And I could taste it on my tongue.
And what was
And
that?
then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
First time?
It's happened 5 times. Even on clozapine. I get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal.
You forget
No.
everything.
I have certain flashbacks.
And it's about the...
It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads.
That's
all
not
prisoners
good.
being experimented on.
Experiment
They
on?
rearrange us like decorations. Suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts. Bruises.
Yeah.
Memories.
Okay.
With Poe and Monroe. So, we have...
Do you have anything new? No?
She's grocery shopping, and when she finally gets to the checkout...
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there.
That's not good.
You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with the angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I feel sorry for him.
Have to put everything back the way it was.
You know what, Poe? I think you might need a promotion. Keep going the way you're going and I might be out of a job.
Now, you're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things.
Are you romantically in?
Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins.
Okay.
Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea.
Poe and...
Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, Detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
What's the Free Radio?
Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house.
Okay. She's...
I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course.
Yeah. Do you know?
We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What gentleman?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
Tell me.
You know, this town is fascinating.
I think I know who it is.
There's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Because when I went visiting,
have you ever read up on the real history of August?
No, tell me.
The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
What really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast.
Yeah.
Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town. This one.
Okay. Go on.
They slaughtered everyone. Men, women, and children. All dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
Alright. So everyone in...
No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet.
Interesting.
On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, Detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Well, I'm not sure what it is, but
Understood.
what I do...
You delivered a radio to the
I
guest
delivered
list?
radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Why? Maybe she was jealous?
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man. But I'm not sure...
I'm gonna visit...
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
Oh, come on, I need to talk to you. We're investigating.
Yeah, again, it's a theme that we've visited before in one of our shows. It's a Bronze Age amulet with 3 circles.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Have you seen Zach?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Bonnet
Yes. If he ever shows up.
Do you know?
No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
Okay. Really? He didn't deliver?
Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Alice said she gave you...
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
Remember anything
Not really.
else?
I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
What is she doing? She's got scissors.
Ivan, she'd got something to show him. He hoped it was a mouse or a vole.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
Are you alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe.
I'm here for you.
If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice.
Yeah?
We need to save her. We need to.
I know. Any luck with...
Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
I'm not hesitating.
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
What should
Protecting
I do?
her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Okay.
Itself up.
I'll go
Its back
to
legs
Alice.
lay helplessly on the floor. No, no, no. Okay. It's okay. Tears.
You got...
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realise I was under house arrest.
You should probably go somewhere where there are...
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
A magpie. One and done. The kitten's skull was softer than he expected. It caved easily.
Lexi, got anything for me? What did you find out about from
Quite a
them?
lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
Unfinished business?
One woman was looking for her daughter, and there was a girl looking for her mum. It was awful. They were both there, but they couldn't see each other. I couldn't help them.
Anything about them?
Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful please. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Aren't you supposed to?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading.
Okay.
Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Yeah. I know you. Like
No
the
worries,
character.
said Ivan. Anything for you.
Does he have anything? How did you catch a traveler?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Can you force
No,
them to?
but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble.
How can you tell they
We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Danger that's lurking, perhaps represented as danger of certain people. As dangerous to them, and never falling. And
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
What is it?
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record.
What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
When was this?
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other
Don't
news,
worry,
a handful
I'll
of
try to
August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
Next.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens would be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time.
Time for what?
What do you suggest we do with Alice Monroe?
Say that officer, tell her to leave.
Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Alright. Yes, I'm staying with you.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me?
Yes. I'll do my best.
That's all I needed to hear. Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are. It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it going to be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call them now? Or are we just supposed to wait? I know you're just being good, but that's kind of easy for you to say right now. I think I'm probably going to have a heart attack before anyone gets a chance to kill me.
Just wait.
That's the door. That's the door, Sam. What are we going to do?
Just stand behind me. I'll protect you. If she stay close next to me would be better, because I know where she is.
Alice, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Right, Lisa, protect her.
Sam, I have some bad news.
What is it?
We've done a group reading, and it's you.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, Sam, I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you it might be different.
Why me?
I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough.
I can protect
So,
myself.
Sam, who should I arrest?
Who you think?
During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
I just didn't like when she had the scissors. She seems sus.
Fine, are you sure? Fine, okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up, we'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
I'm sorry, that was in bad taste.
Wow.
Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. Light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats.
Alright,
I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Okay.
Sam, you're still with us. I had to give you a pretty high dose of Rohypnol to drag you in here.
It was you?
I could have killed you in your room, of course, but that would have looked pretty suspicious.
Are you?
Yes, I'm Rain, but I can't remember. I don't remember. I'm being possessed, but I can't get caught. They don't care, Sam. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick traveller is using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump me. But you're gonna get me stuck in prison. I can't have that. I can't let you do that.
Rain.
Problem? You're Sam.
I'm Bronwyn.
Is it really you? Bronwyn, I don't know what to do.
I can help you. Just untie me.
Yeah, of course. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't remember anything the night Dorota died, and I didn't want to say anything. Violet said the same thing, so I thought maybe it was her or some group hallucination. And then Sam turns up and starts digging everywhere. And I didn't get a chance. Bronwyn. I just needed more time.
You'll get plenty of time.
Damn it, I knew it all along. It was one of those tarot readers. You kept telling me it wasn't Bronwyn, and all along it kinda was. Well, one of her crew. It doesn't matter now. I'm glad you made it out alive, Sam. You put the wrong person behind bars, but this makes up for it. Get some sleep. I'll catch you again in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I'll do that so that I can distract him. You know, just switch into one of his friends.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm
Hi.
so glad to see you alive. There is no next victim. Rain is locked up. He's being charged for murder.
Okay.
Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. I still can't believe it was Rain. I suppose nobody is immune. And now we're one short. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you?
Sure.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful.
Of course I would, you know, go with you.
Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon.
The girls.
Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. A Lexi hug.
Okay, thanks, Lexi.
Sam.
You're right.
I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives.
That's a nice thing to say.
I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, I guess you're on your way now. I enjoyed my police cell last night, thank you for that. Can I just ask, why did you think I was the killer? No. Actually, don't tell me. I'm not sure my self-esteem can take anymore. It's all right, Sam. I forgive you. You had to choose someone. I don't often thank my guests, but thank you. I didn't think you had it in you. Well, I at least thought you'd run away at some point. But you didn't. You stayed. You've made August safe again. If you ever need a place to stay, you've got one here. Well, if I have a room available, that is. Take care, Sam.
Okay.
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye.
I'm not interested in you. Ugh.
People do horrible things to people every day.
Nice kiss.
I'm just glad that someone like you around to save us.
To protect
you
from danger.
Everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me.
Happy to save it. You're strong.
That's easy for you to say. Look what you've just been through. I'd have been dead a few hours ago if it wasn't for you. But you're right. I am strong. I will be fine. But I like having you around, Sam. I hope you're staying.
I'm not staying.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would. I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done. I hear you're leaving town with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame you were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August.
Thanks, Chief.
And I've stuck to my word.
Yeah.
That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
Thank you for playing.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old.
Okay.
I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible.
Okay.
I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well?
What's that?
Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
The end. Maybe. Oh, you never know. Exit the what's that?
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human?
Yes.
Debrief complete. Agent ready. You can go.
Okay. You can ask him. That was a good game. I'll end it here. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Have a nice day, awesome fans. Bye.